What's this? This is a question mark. Now, I'm not putting a question mark because, I'm the Riddler because I got this green blazer on. No. But I'm doing a question mark because you're going to find out when I finish this speech. But what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Loso 2.0. And today, we're going to talk about how to think. Okay. Now, before we get started with that, follow me on all of my platforms at carlosjhenrywins.com. You can also subscribe to my newsletter there, and you can also purchase a copy of the Winner's Win book, and you can also join the 2.0 challenge, and you can also get interviewed by me because I always interview definitely strong individuals who all think, right? I'm just trying to make a bunch of thinkers. Now, we're going to talk about, like I said, how to think. Now, first of all, this is a lesson that you guys need to learn. I talked about it last time, right? You got two ears and one mouth for a reason. Less talking, more listening. Assume the people that you are talking to know more than you do. Assume it, right? So you listen to them, listen to some of the things they say. They may not be saying the right stuff, right? You're supposed to pick apart certain things that you want to take. There are certain people that I know, like for example, when it comes to basketball, right? There's certain people that I know I'm better than, right? When I play them, right? They're literally I'm way better than overall, right? Because I play harder. But there are certain things that I may take from them, right? There's this one guy that plays on my men's league. I just had 22 the other day from Loso 2.0 for a reason. But anyway, there's a guy that plays on my league, and he literally always keeps taking shots. He thinks that he's the guy, right? But he's not the guy on that team. It's me. But even then, it's like I don't even carry myself that type of way. I still try to help my teammates get involved, still cut to the basket, still play hard defense. I'm not, just doing what I can. So this guy told me, okay, when you come off, he said, you got to learn to shoot off the dribble, man. Take that hard dribble and then pull up. And I was thinking, bro, I'm better than you. But when he was talking, I took apart what he was saying. I'm like, you know what? I do need to just start. Maybe that hard dribble does work. So I started trying to work on shooting off the dribble. So you see what I'm saying? Assume that the person you're talking to knows more than you, even if they don't, right? And even if you are further along, there's always something that you can learn from anybody, right? That's why they say treat the CEO and the janitor exactly the same, because this janitor may be able to teach you things that the CEO wants. So this is how you take in some information. You assume that somebody knows things that you don't. Now, when you take in this information, right? Now it's a matter of trying to figure it out for yourself. Now, this is how you think. A lot of times when we have these things, these thoughts coming through our mind, right? We have these thoughts coming through our mind. We see these thoughts as this is me thinking, well, right? When this thought is really like a sixth sense. But no, actually, these thoughts are really just self criticism. A lot of times, if you really think back to when you're getting different thoughts, a lot of things you're doing is just self criticizing, or you may be criticizing other people. This is not thinking. Self criticism is not thinking. Okay, you miss a shot in basketball, and then you think, okay, nah, I gotta make the next one. Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. That is self criticism. That is not thinking. Okay, when it comes to business, oh, I failed with this guy. No, that's I got to do this. I got to do that. No. That's self criticism. You're trying to think about what you did wrong and what you could do better. No, this is not. That's not what this is. Now let me show you what. Now when I bring it back to you, right? This is what you need to be doing. Asking yourself questions. Now I told you guys in that interview that I did on someone else's podcast, right? They were asking me, a friend of mine, Margaret Lee, she was asking me, what do you do? How do you help people who, are just starting off and they don't know what direction to go? I always start with this. I always start with this. Question marks, right? Question marks, questions. What kind of questions are you asking yourself every single day? And I know I've probably did this video in 4 to 5 different forms, but this is how important it is. You got to start asking yourself right questions. You got to start talking to yourself and start thinking, because I want thinkers. I don't want workers. Right, that's what my mentor said. He said he wants to create a group of thinkers, not a group of the workers and working class. No, I'd rather have a bunch of thinkers, and we all can create our own stuff. We can create our own community. We can create that Wall Street for minorities, that Wall Street that I'm going to create, and I'm gonna do this by creating thinkers. Right. So the first thing is asking yourself certain questions. Right. How can you have to ask yourself questions? What kind of questions are you asking yourself each and every single day? Now, if you're not asking yourself questions, that's another thing, right? You need to start asking yourself questions. A lot of times people don't even talk to themselves. So now we got to go back to thinking, right? You're right. First step is actually talking to yourself. A lot of times people don't talk to themselves, and I talk to myself in multiple ways. When I'm meditating, that's when I'm visualizing, literally visualizing everything, visualizing myself up on that stage, speaking to millions of people, or as much as you can feel, like a packed auditorium, like a really big packed auditorium. I'm on top of the stage talking to everybody, literally motivating everybody, teaching them different things, help people do breakthroughs, walking people off of suicide, and just growing business. And then I'm walking down the street, my street that I created, a Wall Street that I created for the minorities. I'm closing my eyes because this is how visual I'm seeing. I'm seeing myself walking down the street and everybody saying, "Hey, those," and I'm creating a Wall Street for us, all businesses, all guys making millionaires or whatever, creating a community and a whole community for myself and for people like myself. So this is my visual level of visualization. So that's one way to talk to yourself. Meditation. Another one, like I said, is literally just ask yourself affirmations, right? I'm speaking those affirmations in the morning. I'm putting them into existence because the tongue is one of the most powerful weapons in the world. I am unstoppable. I'm the greatest personal development genius and marketing genius ever, right? Greatest motivational speaker ever. And I know, like people say, you shouldn't compare, right? It's just comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, which I said, yes, that's what you should do. But there's no such thing. There's nothing wrong with trying to shoot for the stars, right? I'm gonna win that Nobel Peace Prize. I'm gonna get all those things, and this is how I'm gonna do it. These are my ways of doing it. So that's another thing right there, right? So that's another way to think too, as well. And then it comes down to the questions I'm asking myself. Okay, how can I get there? My dream is so big that I don't even know how, but I just know I got to keep going. So now I just got to ask myself, how can I get closer to that every single day? Posting my content, reading these books, taking these notes, giving this out to everybody, getting on different social media platforms, right? I'm not just on one, I'm on all of them. This is the idea that I want to talk to you about. I want you to think. You have to start asking yourself these questions and then think, visualizing this stuff and actually thinking, and stop self-criticizing yourself. You know what I mean? Stop self-criticism, because all you're going to do is try to bring yourself down, when in fact you should be building yourself up. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Start thinking and stop self-criticizing by asking yourself questions. Now, like I said, follow me on all my social media platforms at Carlos J. Henry Wins with a Z.com. Also, you can schedule an podcast interview on there. You can also subscribe to my newsletter, purchase a copy of Win, my first book that I have, or join the 2.0 challenge that starts April 3rd. So that's really all I have for you guys today. Keep killing the day. Winners win, losers lose, and you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.